Yeah, we can see you, just can't see her. She's hiding.
I see.
Incognito.
I see you, Kelly.
I see
Yeah, we
you.
don't even hear.
What?
You don't hear her either?
Nope.
Nope.
No, sir.
Well, we're live.
Oh, hey, what's up?
What's up?
Here we are. Doing
What's up?
the live stuff. Just waiting on Kelly.
Hey, man. I guess I'll try to have some order to today's show in the beginning anyway. Hey, everybody. My name is Wes Smith, and this is the Wes Smith Variety Show, and this is my new water cup.
Woo!
Pretty sweet, right? More on that later. Aluminum and everything. Can't you hear that nice clink?
Oh, yeah. Is it got a nice alkaline to it?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Today, my distinguished guests are Supa Frost, which is
Supa Frost.
Josh and is Jarl? Is that how you pronounce it, dude?
Actually, Jarl. Let's make a long story short. It was a mess up on my birth certificate, and people have been fucking my name up since I was born. So,
all right. What's the okay, hold that thought 1 second.
Yep.
So, actually, what's the long story on it? You said make long story short. What's the long story on the Jarl?
I was born in
Same thing.
So yeah, pretty much. I was born in Kentucky, and I was named actually after one of my uncles, and my uncle's name is Jarl, like Daryl. And when my mom got the birth certificate, it just said Jarl on it, and she was kind of like a neo hippie at that time, even though she won't admit it. And so she decided to leave it that way and screw my whole life up. So that's pretty much how that went.
Sweet, man. All right. Well, as we get cranking today, right on time, no less, we are live. And I will have to tell everybody I showed up and I felt really inferior because these guys are smoking and drinking. I didn't have a beer. I got like a quarter of an honest. I'm all over here drinking sugar-free beverages, caffeinated beverages, with my child stormtrooper something Vader mug.
Just don't give him a gun. He can't hit anything.
So as usual, we don't have any sponsors, but I love Green Flash Brewery, San Diego big brewery. So we'll give a little nod. And this is not Green Flash. This is a Mother Earth brew. It's pretty sweet though, Cali creamin'. So I think these are probably distributed widely. But if you're into interesting beers and haven't had those,
are they gluten free?
Try one out. They are not gluten free, my man.
All right, fair enough. You gotta ask. Watch out for people with the glutes and stuff.
That's right. So coming up, let's see, Friday night in Kansas City, Missouri, at the Riot Room. I'm playing there with Surreal. And is there anybody else on that, Kelly? Agent 137?
I'm not sure.
I didn't see another name. I think it might have said guest or special guest or something like that.
Yeah, Surreal I thought that was a really cool name though.
Yeah, it is cool. And the flyer is really cool too. I don't know, maybe Agent 137 will pull that up real quick while I'm talking about other things.
Okay.
If you can find that there flyer. So that is Friday night. And then as far as gig type things go, I have, I mentioned last time, but kicking off along with DJ ShYo from San Francisco, kicking off the Game On tour, which is loosely based on the Tabletop Racing World Tour video game that it did soundtrack for. And that will be at Monarch in San Francisco, October 21st is that kickoff. Some other miscellaneous things coming in between there. We'll get to those another time. Those are the big ones. And let's see, releases, every week, every other week, mine, Juice recordings, something like that. Some really cool beats coming. And I got to give a quick shout out to Colin Vass. His DJ name, Cole Vassallo, and he is right-hand man here in San Diego, helping out with all the artists on the label, Juice Recordings, and getting me straight and those guys underway and releases out the door. He's done an awesome job, so shout out to him. Colin, if you were on, which I don't think he ever is watching this, but if you were, you could drop off now.
Maybe not.
You got your shot. And let's see, one other announcement I have before we're back to our awesome guests and how I know them, and that is the video game Tabletop Racing World Tour. Many of you know that first launched in May with 28 songs on it from myself and some other fine artists out there like Mutant Breaks and DJ Fix and Dubax Face and Dub Pistols and just stuff off some other labels, Dog Eat Dog and Punks and whatever. So there's a lot of cool material on there. Some had been released already, some had not. What they did with the video game, this is kind of new to me. It's a little racing game. It's pretty cool. It came out on PS4 and PlayStation, and then Steam, and then Xbox One. I think it's out now or it's coming soon, and then mobile stuff later in the year. So they kind of stretched that out, and then they put out these download content packs, which are like new race courses and new wheels and paint jobs and all that kind of shit. And along with that, new music comes out with those DLCs. So the latest one, DLC 2, just came out, I think last week, or while I was at Burning Man, while we were all at Burning Man, I guess. And yeah, right. And clearly Burning Man is more important than anything else in the world, and we're going to talk about why. 10 new songs were on that. Again, a couple had been released, and maybe 7 or 8 were not released. Some really cool variety on there. So the songs are on the game only right now. They'll be coming out on my SoundCloud at It's Wes Smith Yo. You know where to find me. That's the same for everything social. But those will be there, and the other 28 are already there. So if you haven't got them, go get them. Follow that junk and get them. And that's cool. So that's what I got for events and announcements. And so I've just been including my guests in events and announcements instead of making them hang out and wait on their couch and then giving them a microphone. It's much more fun. It's definitely more fun, don't you think, Kelly, with people laughing at your nonsense?
I totally agree.
I wish I could hear anything that she's saying. Still can't hear it.
Oh, they can't hear me.
Well, I'll just translate. Kelly said awesome, and she agrees.
Excellent. Solid. Cool.
On to you guys with events, any announcements of any kind,
Man, we're just working and stuff, We just got back from Burning Man. We after Burning Man, we did Further Fest in Nashville, Tennessee, and we flew back here and started working again right away. And right now we're trying to finish up our work season. We actually have off during the wintertime. We have been working on a new album and multiple EPs for over the past year and a half. And once we moved out to Colorado, all of that kind of got put on hold for us to learn our new jobs. And so we spend 12, 16, 20 hours a day doing that. But once the wintertime hits, we are solid. So we basically have all the way from like November through May to work on new projects and finish up old and, do all that stuff.
So, okay, so where can people, the other thing I love to tell people right away before we just go down the rabbit hole of the passion fruit kicker, is and you guys switch from cigarettes to whatever. Before we start smoking crack, basically, where can people find you?
Well, first I want to clarify, we were supposed to wait before we smoked crack. Is that what we're
Right.
Shit.
Oh, damn.
All right. Anyways,
Bell ringers before the show. Woo.
where can they find us? We're at Supa Frost on
SoundCloud. You can
well,
find
actually
us
it's
at
what is it? Super Frosted Funk on SoundCloud.
and then you can find us on Facebook.
That's actually our email. I think,
at
isn't
Supa
it?
Frosted Funk.
Both of
also.
them would be under Supa Frost.
Yep. And you can just
On
look us up
SoundCloud.
on SoundCloud and Facebook. The backslash is Supa Frosted Funk for SoundCloud. Should be the same thing for Facebook. You can catch us both there. And then our personal pages because we don't have that many friends. Just kidding.
Back Frost.
We're kind of cracking up here a little bit.
Yeah, I think you froze.
Yeah, kind of froze up.
There we
on
go.
us.
You moved a bit.
Oh,
Oh,
wait. Almost. There we go.
I'm here. Wait a minute. I'm trying to get your. Is it backslash? Is it
Super.
Facebook /Supa Frost?
should be, yeah.
Yep.
Because there's a Supa Frost. Well, that's a person. That's not a page. Huh.
Yeah, there's like a MC from like some other country that has like a couple hundred followers or something.
It's actually,
That's not us.
It's actually pretty funny. So everybody, before you take a look at these fellas, go to Supa.Frost.
I'm going to go to that. Yeah.
I can't find you guys. Somebody send me a link of you guys.
I don't see what I do.
I can find a link of you guys. Anyway, who knows? Maybe I don't have to follow you to see your page. That should be public.
Actually, that's one of the cool things about our stuff. We so one of the things with the way that we do promo is we don't usually do a whole lot of social promo, even though that we'll add like stuff to our social media and things like that. We are really grassroots promoters. Like we promote ourselves, and we do it mostly by face-to-face, meeting new people, and trying and basically allowing our personalities to kind of
Ruin everything.
Yeah, pretty much ruin everything, and lead us in different directions and get us off.
Well, that actually leads us to why you're here today. Because now we're having some problems.
Sorry, that was me.
Kelly's on twice. Agent 137 and Kelly wreaking havoc.
I was trying.
There we go.
Wreaking havoc. What I was going to say was we met at Serendipity.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How about if you take a second and explain what that is to people?
All right. Well, probably 3-4 years ago, we went to a regional burn in Tennessee, which is just outside of Murfreesboro. They've gone, I think this last year was their 5th year. It's called Serendipity. It's a sanctioned burn for Burning Man, one of the regionals. And basically it's a smaller, not even really comparable version to what Burning Man is, but the same principles and concepts apply. So
what would you say? It was like 500-600 people maybe?
Yeah, we actually put a cap.
Yeah.
We put a cap at 400 people every year. And
well, we didn't.
Well, I've been a big part of Serendipity, and a lot of those folks are like family to me, so I definitely go with the we. We put a cap at 400 people every year. For the past 3 or 4 years, I believe they've sold out each time. Yeah.
I want one.
With that cap, you have burners from all over the Southeast region that come and they fulfill their duties and participation in creating Serendipity for what it is. It's a very homey, very intimate burn, and you get to meet a lot of cool people face to face. You run into them all the time, and they really push. I believe they really push for the principles and the things that the burn is supposed to be about. So that's actually how we kind of started at the time that we started doing Serendipity a few years ago. It's kind of funny. We lived in Middle Tennessee for quite some time, and we went by Ninja Midgets. And so one of the things I know, right? You can really market that. So
that's actually well, that's what got you here, for better or worse. And then Kelly's like, but they changed their names. I'm like, okay, fine.
It's really funny to us. Honestly, in Middle Tennessee, we were playing shows all around. We got to do Mad Decent Block Party, and we had a residency kind of at this club in Middle Tennessee called Temp. It's owned by Josh Qualls. They're phenomenal nightclub. They've got great sound, great lightings and stuff. Big ups to those guys. But they put us on for quite a lot of shows. We played with Infected Mushroom and all kinds of cats after WMC. So what we were doing was we had been mixing records since '98. We did the whole turntablist thing and, did a competition and all that other good stuff. And then we got to a point where we realized that just as DJs, it was really hard to market yourself now with everybody doing production. And so we realized that we had to start spending enough time doing the production side of it as we did the turntablist side of it. So when we started doing that, we didn't want to take ourselves seriously. So we picked a name that we didn't think that we would be able to promote or market. It didn't have a whole lot of PR to it, and it was moderately offensive. So we just thought we would roll with it. And so we got invited to our first burn, Serendipity, as Ninja Midgets. And we did burn night. Everything went well. We came back the second year. I helped run a really large theme camp there called Broke Beat Mountain. We played Burn Night again the second year. After that, we moved to Colorado, and we decided within those couple years that we had gotten okay enough with our production aspect where we wanted to change our name, take ourselves a little bit more seriously, and start marketing ourselves, you know, with something that had some substance and, you know, something that was a little bit more catchy than two little dudes that were stealthy and sneaky.
Well, what exactly, maybe you could elaborate on what exactly is wrong with the name Ninja Midgets. I would like to know how many ways can you count that is not PC?
Oh, Jesus. Well, I think for me, one of the main reasons why we decided to change the name was I heard from at least one very specific person who had good taste in music, good person, yada, yada, yada. But she said that she specifically did not listen to our music until after she had met us because she just didn't take it seriously. And seeing as how we were getting into production and taking ourselves a bit more seriously, like I wasn't offended by it. Like I kind of felt like she was right, and I just kind of felt like we needed to move on from it. He had been talking about moving on from the name for 6 months previous to this, and I think if people were going to not listen to what we were doing strictly based on our name, which on one hand is kind of idiotic, but on the other hand, it kind of makes sense. So we decided to move forward from that. That's what really pushed me towards changing the name, because I really like the name, but I think it's fun to say. I think it's it's a fun name, but
it was basically due to a woman.
Yeah, I wasn't dating her, by the way. just a side note.
And trust me, I didn't say that as if it would be any better having come from a man. I'm just saying.
Right.
It was in fact a woman that said it. That's all I'm saying.
And it was someone that I respected. That I appreciated her like actually saying, I dig you guys, but at first, like I didn't listen to you because I couldn't take you seriously with that name, and I was like, wow, all right, now what?
So it was someone you respected, not like a hater on Twitter or something.
No,
like that.
not at all.
No, it was like we were
all.
friends with her, we knew her, like, and like after we had been hanging out for a while, she's like, yeah, when I first like heard about you guys, like, she said she didn't listen to us because she thought she just couldn't take us seriously.
Well, Wes Smith is the opposite.
Absolutely.
So,
I'm taking you all kinds of seriously.
Excellent.
That's your first mistake.
Oh man, I had something really good to say and I totally forgot what it was.
Where did you go? Are you in the?
Yeah, we do that.
No, I'm here. I'm adjusting some things.
Okay.
Fair enough. It's better to do those things off camera in situations like this, I hear.
Yeah, should I?
A little more PR.
Well, it depends on what you're intending to do on camera as well.
Right?
If it's one of those,
what
then
kind
it's
of
one of
website
those.
is this?
It totally does. Hey, you know what? Hey, Agent 137.
Yeah.
I have a perfect thing to do right now. How about the Agent 137 needle drop?
Oh, okay. Well, that was quick.
We'll do it early this time.
Okay. All right. Hold on. So, can you guys hear me now? They don't hear me at all, huh?
Drop in the needle.
Drop in the needle. All right. I'm going to start with, this is Freak Boutique.
You have to go back to work after this?
Nope.
You don't think so?
And the name of it is Spanish Montana.
We'll see. We should probably go to Denver and hang out with Kiwi. Kiwi, what's up, yo?
Hey, what's up, Kiwi? Hope you're
Hi,
watching.
Kiwi.
Looking on. It's cool.
Hi, Kiwi. I'm going to scrub her a little bit.
Kelly, where are you? We can't see you or hear you. We're trying. What's going on?
Hi, Kelly.
Oh, I just want to see the Kelly. She's such a big part of this.
She is. She's playing music. You can't hear it though, probably.
Yeah, I can't hear any of the music. We still don't see her on her screen. It's a sad day in Kellyville. Trying to get that 137 all up in our life.
She's playing some songs.
Can I just go back? Can I go out?
Oh, a little jam. There you go.
You're supposed to be dancing because she's playing some songs. That's what she does.
All right, the next one is
All right.
And this one is
I hope I'm still on time.
actually a Juice Recordings
Nope.
song that is coming out, and it's by our friends with Omega Squad. It's called Hey California.
Oh yeah, that's coming soon.
Yes. There we go.
Quiet.
All right, what I'm going to do is
I
I'm going to
really,
go
like
out.
that. I really like that one. They couldn't hear it, but hopefully I'm not the only one that can hear it because that'd be really boring for the other 3 people on here.
So if I go out of if I just close out of this and go under my name, will I come back in?
I have
Or will
I have no idea what will happen. Kelly's asking if she can leave and come back in. Don't know. Try it.
What if
Yeah,
I
let's
kill,
see
what
what's
if I
up.
We'll see what happens.
kill the
I'm a
whole
risk
thing?
taker every once in a while.
If you kill the whole, you won't
I'm
kill
gonna-
the whole thing because we'll still be live. I know that. Come back in.
Okay.
Cool.
You're gonna try to reset her mic. All right. But so yeah, basically that section that you guys did not hear, but hopefully anyone else did hear was we randomly throw in the Agent 137 needle drop section where she goes through some of the promos that we received and or things that we're releasing and picks stuff she likes and she puts it.
Excellent.
Cool.
Excellent.
We used to just pick favorite tracks and stuff like that. But believe it or not, for just playing like YouTube, like copyright and stuff, will pick it up just from playing it like through a crappy mic onto.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, right. So we got
Hey, America.
we don't do any like post editing on this, you know. So like
Right.
we'd have to go in and you know do this copyright deflagging back and forth business, which as we all know is just no fun.
No, it's not. There's a gentleman. Have you heard about Fresh Rotation?
I have not. What is Fresh Rotation?
So Fresh Rotation is started by Timothy Wisdom, which he produces a lot of mid-tempo bass, a lot of ghetto funk
yeah.
style music, and he created a platform called Fresh Rotation. And the waveforms are all colored like how they have in Serato and all that other good stuff. They just moved to a cloud, but it is not based in the United States. So for those that do remixes and don't want to deal with all that copyright stuff because it's based out of the UK, they have different laws, and basically you can play all those remixes and all that other good stuff that you weren't able to. Yes, that is Fresh Rotation, my friend. That is
Right there, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cool,
So
man.
a lot of the ghetto funk artists, mid-tempo breaks, ghetto funk glitch hop guys. A lot of those guys have been using this format, and they just moved up to a cloud, so that way they can host a ton more
Content.
and all that other good stuff. Yes, thank you for that.
Do better sharing things. People are sharing.
Absolutely.
So now, do you know? I followed most of what you said, but do they? I mean, I guess I could just click on the website here. But do they? You know, so the things, I guess, the sounds or samples you can use without. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm getting it. Lots of mixes. Scrolling through here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
No
pretty
worries.
cool. So once again, how is this different, for example, than Mixcloud, SoundCloud, etc.?
The difference is that with SoundCloud flags you as soon as you use samples from like
Well, as soon as they find out.
yeah,
they
or
use
as soon as
shit.
they find out that they use samples from let's just say artists like Kanye West or like
Yeah.
different hip hop artists that are famous, Nas, Jay-Z. Because with a lot of the ghetto funk style and the mid-tempo breaks, there are a whole lot of mashups, remixes, and sample use amongst that. So they can actually get away with the whole sample use without being flagged and without you having to lose songs and getting strikes.
But I mean, basically, that's because that's because there's significantly less user base here.
That's kind of what I was going to say
Absolutely.
too. Like,
And
because they're
it's
so
not a-
fresh, like
Yeah, and it's not it's not based from the U.S. It's based out of the
Well, I mean,
UK.
SoundCloud is based out of Germany, so that's not
Ah.
necessarily the reason why SoundCloud is. It just got so big.
Copyright
It had-
issues. Yeah, the
Hey.
copyright issues are a global thing. I don't know how many countries. There's a certain number of countries, and I believe it's referred to as like Geneva Copyright Act or something like that. But anyway, any of those countries in there have the same issues. But the bottom line is, it's here, it's fresh for now. So,
Absolutely.
So go get your you know, not really your pirate on, but just go get your mashup on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If you want to throw it out there, a lot of cats that come up, you know what I'm saying? They do a lot of mashups, and honestly, it's one of the things that I really enjoy it. As I was growing up listening to songs, I've always enjoyed the remix / mashup style artists where you can take somebody like Nirvana and throw, you know, Jay-Z or Biggie over it, and then you have something that's, you know, both of the songs, but it's just something completely different. And you're like, oh, this sounds awesome. And a lot now you don't get a lot of that. It has to be completely new, fresh material. The samples have to be all chopped up or, you know, manipulated in some way where you don't catch
or significantly, you know, like I do a lot of them, but I always tend to use somewhat obscure, you know, things up, or maybe they were popular at one time in the past, but certainly not current, you know, pop hits. That's where you get in the biggest trouble, really, that I've seen. Like R&B in particular, R&B soul, like top 40, you just get murdered with that.
Right. No SWV for you.
But now it does bring up interesting conversation areas that I don't think we've really gone into much before chatting on here anyway. And there's two of them. One is, I was going to talk, since you were at Burning Man, I was going to say, you know, this year, to me, more than any year, I felt like there was a whole lot of sets that I heard that